Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Homesteader. Today I'm going to be going over some of the things that you might want to take on your next backpacking trip. Now this is just a list that I prefer a lot. See, some of the things that I like to do, some of the things I like to have, things I like to eat. I don't know, you guys might find some cool stuff. I'll leave a bunch of links in the description for like all this stuff, so like the tent, backpack, hammocks, first aid supplies, whatever. Alright, let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing you definitely want when backpacking is something to sleep in. So, you could opt for like a tent or something. Go with this Mountain Warehouse Backpacker 2 tent. It's better suited for a one-person, though, because it says two-person, but it's very, very small, like, when set up, so you're probably better off with one person. Or, you go down the route of hammocks. So this is a Be Prepared Boy Scout hammock. Paid about 25 bucks for this. Very, very nice, light, about, well, it was like a pound-ish. Very, very light, fits in your pack very nicely. Alright, up next we have your sleeping gear. So, this is a Kelty sleeping bag. It's actually an extendable sleeping bag if you look right here. You can open up the zipper and it extends like a foot out more. I'm 5'9". This works very, very well for like cold conditions as well. Very, very light. And then we have the Reg Mondual sleeping pad. This is also very, very nice for sleeping. It inflates. You basically turn the valve and stamp on like the pressure thing until it's filled up, and then you have something to keep you and your back away from the ground. Then we have small little camp pillow. This pillow, about like 10 bucks from Walmart-ish. It's very, very nice. Serve you very, 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 very well. I just put a cover on this. And it saves it from like dirt and stuff, because beforehand there would be a lot of dirt in this pillow. Okay, up next we have your personal hygiene products. So, a small little camp towel here, pile of washcloths, bar soap. Then I just found this like old Skylanders bag, like $2 at Goodwill. Also got like some other types of soap in there, like this is a little bottle of Irish Spring. Also got like your deodorant and everything you might want in there. Also, just in case, like hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is very, very good to have on hand. And also, you gotta make sure you got your toothbrush and your toothpaste. So this is a cool little 35 stick of gum. It's a container for 35 sticks of gum. So what I did, cut this toothbrush in half, put the stuff in here. Works very, very well for camping. And if you want, you can also throw in a bit of sunscreen. Sunscreen is very, very good if you burn easily like me. And it'll be very, very useful for on any outings that you're going to be exposed to the sun to a lot. Next up here, we got your lights. So this is an Ozark Trail headlamp. Got 3 different settings, flashing. Then here's also an Ozark Trail mini lantern. It's got 4 settings. Got dim, the other brightness, red, and flashing red for emergencies. This works very well with the Mountain Warehouse tent, as it's the perfect size and lights up quite a lot. You can also throw in like a tactical flashlight along with these. Make sure you keep the batteries from going bad, and always keep spares on hand just in case like your light would ever get turned on in your bag and your light would run out and you'd be stuck without light. Okay, here we have like your tools and stuff. So this is a Sheffield mini hatchet. It's got saws, it's got files, it's got a little knife on it, it's got everything you need. Also here we have a little knife. YouTube, please do not demonetize this. I am not brandishing the weapon. This is a tool used for cutting rope and other things. And also you have like your whetstone, keep coarse side, smooth side, keep your blades nice and sharp. Also got this little wire saw. These don't work too well, but might be useful to have if you ever need to like clear a big branch out of your campsite. Okay, next up we got your entertainment items. So first we got like this little Write in the Rain universal little notebook. Best part about these is you can write when it's wet and it won't affect anything. These are very useful if you just want to like document like your hike or whatever, and you can just like play a bunch of games with these as well. Then you have the classic card game Uno. This is a very fun game for people of all ages. And you just got a random pack of cards. This is not a pack of cigarettes, YouTube. So you can play so many games with cards. I played cards for like 3 hours once. And then you have books and stuff. These are a few of my favorites. We've got Francis Sinclair's Saints of Assisi, which is a very, very inspiring book. Inspired me a lot to do stuff. Also, we have Manual for Spiritual Warfare. This is a very, very good book. I recommend to any young teens growing up. About halfway through the book, very, 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 very good book. Alright, next up here we've got a little mess kit. So this is a Coleman 5-piece aluminum mess kit. It's got everything you can need in it. Got your plate, got your pot, got your cups in there. Got a pot lid, can boil a little bit of water, eat food out of that. And we also got little silicone expandable cup. There's actually a version of this where you can have, like, yeah, this one has the measuring ticks inside of it. Also, this is pretty cool. We've got a 3D printed spoon, knife, fork. Very, very nice. It took about 2 hours to print because of all the supports and whatever. And I eat all my meals when I go camping with this thing. It's pretty cool. Okay, up next here, we've got different types of clothes. So, we got your high-vis shirts, just in case, like, you ever get lost doing something. Got your woolen pants. These would serve for, like, cold weather and sleeping. These are very, very, very nice for cold nights and whatever. And then you got, like, a little sweatshirt. This one's a bit thin, but you can get a thicker one. Also want some, like, hardier shorts that don't, like, rip as soon as they get caught in jaggers. And then lots of socks and extra underwear. Any types of socks will work, long, short, because you always want to make sure that your socks don't get wet, and you have, like, spares. Also, keep all your clothes in, like, a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, as even if your entire bag gets soaked, you might have dry clothes still. Also, when sleeping, a nice knit cap will be very nice. This is made of acrylic, olive green. Paid about $15 for this. It's a very, very nice, high-quality hat. Keeps it very, very warm at night. Okay, here we have your different types of ponchos. This is continuing on with clothes. So you can get the Ozark Trail little emergency ponchos for about $1 at Walmart. But they're like a one-time use thing, and they can rip very easily. If you're going to go, like, on any trip, I would recommend a Stearns poncho. Very, very high quality. It's also got these little rings here if you ever need to make an emergency shelter. This thing has lasted me very, very well on a lot of different trips and stuff. Also keep you nice and dry in pouring rain, which I've experienced a lot. Last but not least, with your clothes, you gotta have your swim stuff. So we got a little swimming towel here. Got the USA shorts. Very, very nice. Also, for serious swimmers, you can get your goggles and whatever. You might want to bring an extra pair of these, just in case you lose them, which I've lost goggles before. And also, if you don't want to get water in your ears, you can get these little soft earplug things. Keep your ears nice and dry. I don't know how much they cost, but there's 12 of them in a pack, so might serve you pretty well for stuff. Alright, up next here we've got your water. So you can just bring like the purified drinking water bottles 40-pack from Walmart. But what I like is the BSA 2-liter, actually this one's a 1-liter canteen. Paid about $10 for this thing. It's got a nice canvas sack. Carry it like just, you could strap it on the back of your bag or something. Keep it very, very, very good, like for water storage and whatnot. And it'll also be a good thing to have handy, like, in case you need to, like, store water or whatever. You can just, like, fill this up with water, and it'll keep it nice and cool for a good while. Okay, following after water is food. So, what you can do, you can, like, take little cans of, like, chicken noodle soup, put them in that little pot showed you, and cook it up for a nice meal. Also, another thing you can do is you can like have, this is canned deer meat, by the way. You can have like stuff like this, open it up, heat it up, it'll be a nice good meal, because this is already cooked. Or you can just do like spoons of peanut butter. There's a lot of protein in this stuff. Very good for you. You could probably get a smaller jar, because this is hefty. Or if you want to go full forager, you can like pick up one of these wild plants manuals, just to make sure that you're knowing like what you're eating and all like the poisonous plants that aren't good for you to eat. So yeah, you could pick one of these up. I paid about like $5-6 for this thing. Find it at probably any camping stores or whatever. Okay, almost done, but here we have fire starters. So, got the classic ferro rod. Take a knife or a striker, start a fire with this, or you got like matches. There used to be a ferro rod on the end of this. I don't have any matches in this at the current moment, but you can do like waterproof or normal matches. Or if you wanted to, you can get lighters or whatever. Although, you should bring lighters first, but if those fail, always pack backups, such as like matches or ferro rods. Because honestly, I prefer ferro rods because I like to go old school. Alright, this is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that you might want to have. So, got your tent sealer. This is in case like your tent leaks at night. You also get one of these nitro pack emergency blankets. These are very helpful. Buy them in bulk, save them somewhere nice and dry. These weren't stored the greatest, so it doesn't look the greatest. Also, some rope. You can get some like half-inch rope. This is twine. It's pretty cheap. Cut it up then just like burn it as fire starters. Also, it's a good fire starter because if you like fray the ends a bit and like cut some up, makes good fire starters. Also, I forgot to cover this earlier, but first aid kits. First aid is very helpful. This is a little one I made. It's got everything you can need in it. And you got your athlete's tape. The moleskin just fell down there. Got gauze. Got your wrap bandage. You got a tiny little knife. You got hand sanitizer. You got tweezers, super glue for bad injuries, bandages, gauze, even a dust mask if you need it. And then also, you can get bug spray. Bug spray is very useful. But do not try this at home. You can also use this as a fire starter, which only use that in emergencies. And then you can just like have little random things like this. Like, so you got a poncho in there, got a hat, got a flashlight, little knife, rope, whistle, little candle. You can like make little kits like that, throw them in your bag, just in case like you lose any of your other gear, which does happen from time to time. Last but certainly not least, we have your backpack. So this is a Lou Woco backpack. Very, very big backpack. Can fit a lot of gear in this thing if you really try to. So if you want to, you can put everything you need. You can put like sleeping bag, sleeping mat up here. Then if you like need to do something with rain or whatever, you can just take this pocket out. There's a rain fly in here that covers your whole bag. It's also spaces for those little water bags. Also very, very padded for long trips. Very nice. Lots of daisy chains and whatever else on there. I would recommend this bag a lot because I've done several backpacking trips. This is what I've taken. I've been able to fit all my gear in it. I think it'll be a good fit for you guys as well. Alright everyone, I think that'll about do it for this episode. I want to thank you all so very much for watching this video. God bless, and good night.